It is true that things like peddlers of New Age crap, ancient myths and legends, they bother me a lot. But what I think is even more dangerous for us, insidious mind cancer of sorts, are various social media and podcast grifters with actual scientific credentials selling steaming pile of pseudo-intellectual feces to an understandably unsuspecting audience. Let me share with you how I discovered this steaming pile of pseudo-intellectual garbage. So I happen to take a lot of interest in how the brain works. This ranges from the physiology of the brain all the way to the outputs like our behavior or psychology. Now that sounds okay until you realize that merchants of superstitious and unfounded supernatural nonsense have flooded the internet with endless garbage content on subjects related to these things. That was my world, having to sift through a flood of pseudo-intellectual feces to get to the real info on these things. Fast forward to present time. Social media is full of snake oil selling grifters with impressive academic backgrounds and even respected academic positions. Their credentials make it seem like what they're endorsing may have some degree of legitimacy to them. They don't. They scrape the bottom of the academic barrel to dig out obscure and immature studies on things that support either some clickbaity headline or some obvious scammy supplement or something. And I especially hate to see these people slipping in disclaimers like,
"Again, we're not saying this is 100% certain. More studies are needed."
right before they go on to recommend lifestyle changes and buying of products and services based on these obscure studies. Just as a side note, I don't have anything against the studies themselves. More power to those researchers trying to do good work. But that simply isn't how science works. Someday we will have a full video on how science works, but for now, it will suffice for you to understand that a single paper making big claims that have not been put on trial by the other experts in that field are not to be considered as scientific facts. We need the actual experts to independently investigate the paper to confirm or reject the claims of the paper. But not these degree-holding social media grifters. Their degrees and experience leaves no chance of them being mistaken about what they are doing. They know for a fact that this is not how academia or science works. But $20 is $20. Anyway, to bring this video to a conclusion, remember the flood of pseudo-intellectual feces I had to sift through before? These type of degree-holding charlatans made it such that now I can't even relax my filters even for otherwise well-credentialed academics with actual knowledge and experience. And to make matters worse, these greasy grifters have wrongly convinced a generation of victims that they're scientifically literate and maxing out their way of life based on science. But in reality, these victims are only being fed scientific-sounding nonsense, and the only things that get maxed out are the pockets of these frauds and their view counts. This has been The Scientalist. I don't have magical dopamine-boosting supplements or miraculous deep breathing routines and scientific pills and juices to sell you. What I have and can offer is a passion for understanding and uncovering how things really work. If you have enjoyed this video, please like the video, maybe leave a comment and subscribe. See you in the next video.